What's going on, guys? I appreciate all of you hanging out waiting on the stream to start. Those catch replay, though, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications through these live chats. You can take part right along with us. So based on how the vote's going, whole lot of Zaharoff fans in this MF. And less people that have smelled Mentor and French Defense, clearly, because that is my wife's first two choices. I would like to let you guys know her vote is French Defense. And I quote, as she was spraying and sniffing, when she sprayed French Defense, which ended up being last, and I quote, "Holy fuck, that's good," end quote. Because it's been a while since she smelled it. I haven't worn it in a while. And yeah, so her number one was French Defense. Her number two was Mentor. Her number three is Black Rose. She doesn't want me to wear Harrod. She's like, it's okay. The others are way better. So it kind of worked out. I could only put 4 in the poll. YouTube's changed that recently for poll, text polls. It used to be 5. Now it's 4. So Harrod kind of got asked out per her choice, so no sin of the day currently. We'll be spraying something on here in just a little bit. Let's get caught up in the chat. We'll do about an hour. We're not doing more than an hour. I got reservations at 7, which is in 2.5 hours. So I'm spending an hour with you guys, and then we'll be heading out. So good to see you guys. Let's see. Bad Boy Cobalt, excellent choice. I didn't forget how good it is. Great choice. Excited for this topic. Favorite anniversary date fragrance has to be Noir Extreme. Wife really loves it. Sin of the day, Desir Toxic. That's a great date night fragrance too. So we're going to talk about them one by one as we go through. I mean, we'll kind of, I guess, Harrod's kind of be an honorable mention. So we'll start with that one at this point. We're all saying chat, Latafa Body Out Oud Honor and Glory. That's a great choice, Manny. What's up, Ken? I'll be busy later. This looks good. Black Rose would be a great look. I'm not knocking the Black Rose choice. If that's what wins, that's what I'm aware. It's in the these 5 are what I picked for a reason. It's between these 5. I'm cool wearing all of them. But yeah, based on her reaction, it was like, damn, I hope everybody votes for French Defense now because that's what she wants me to wear. And I'm not trying to sway y'all. Vote for what you want to vote for. I'm just telling you how that shit went a little while ago. Had me laughing. I was like, well, we'll see, because she loves Black Rose. If it ends up being Black Rose, it's all good. And I wore Mentor last week when we went was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Whenever we went and had sushi. I think it was like almost 2 weeks ago. To me 19 agree. Hope you and chat are doing well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we are. We're going to live stream on Instagram around 7. And hello, everyone else. Well, good to see you, sir. Mr. and Mrs. Carlos. Creed Original Santal. Okay. So you're the one to beat right now because it's such an underdog. It makes me love it even more. That is such a good fragrance for them. What's going on, AJ? I chose Mentor for your pick. Can't go wrong there. Like I said, I not against that one at all. That's it right here. So good. That's even smoky as hell on a test strip even. But French Defense, boy. Got Harrod on this one. She didn't spray Black Rose and Triumph of Bacchus. She's super familiar with those two. She sprayed the one she's less familiar with to make her decision. So I'd probably go with Amber Oud. That popped in my head as a choice. If it was a little bit, because look, these are all heavy fragrances. Don't get me wrong. I kind of like to reserve that one for kind of when we have a gathering where it's more than just her and I. A little bit more intimate. I want the even more seductive. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a seductive fragrance, but I don't know. That's more of a topic of discussion kind of fragrance because a lot of oud. Whereas the oud and Mentor is a very smoky, earthy oud that balances well with salted caramel and plum. So it's not, it's very sexy fragrance. So it's mainly about the sex appeal with the aroma choices here, based on experience with her and her taste, and of course stuff I just want to smell the whole night too. So I'm definitely looking to smell that stuff. Rose incense from Amouage I have never tried. Dan, not the man. Tobacco in Tonka Bean. Are you keeping any fragrances? I saw another post. Like, are you keeping even one Zaharoff fragrance? I feel like you're selling your entire collection of Zaharoff fragrances in the group. every day, because that goes top of my feed because I'm a moderator. See, Daniel Reyes, new post. Like today, it's Rose and Bloom. It's like, damn, you ain't gonna have shit left. Really are selling everything off. Hey man, it's all good. Trying for Bacchus Extrait. I threw it in there because I'd be down to wear it. Look, it's amazing. You won't hear any arguments from me. And actually, remember yesterday we talked about having heard from Christian? Christian texted me when I was on my way home from the gym. I got tracking, new fragrances heading my way. So we will be checking that out here in a few days. Frank Beauclerc Tobacco. That's literally right here. It's definitely a goodie. It's still within arm's reach for me. Antonio, good to see you. I would go with Black Rose. A lot of people seem to feel that way. Currently, French Defense, some of y'all switched your vote. Y'all didn't have to do that. I swear I wasn't trying to sway your vote. I was just keeping it real with you on what's going on in the household. French Defense has got the overwhelming lead now when Black Rose was leading by like 4% before. So I'm saying vote for what you guys want to vote for. Whatever y'all end up voting, that's what I'm aware. She's cool with all of them. I just told you what her favorites were. You know, all but Harrod. She's told me, not this one. The other four are way better. So basically what's in the poll. Any one of those, all good. All good. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Seraphine Blue. Damn sure can't go wrong. We talked about that one this morning. What's up, Kaylin? ATH Addicted, my date night fragrance for cooler weather, Sweetie Oud. So I purposely pulled that one out this time because it's like I want to wear something different. The last like 5 times we ate Italian, I wore Sweetie Oud. So it's like I'm mixing it up. I purposely left that one out. Normally that would be the main pick for this, for Italian. ATH Addicted or Vanille Havan. Guest Tobacco and Amberwood. I've never tried that one, but thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Mike? Thank you, sir. Mancera's Fig Ecstasy. I know you're quite a fan of that one. Mano Fresh just picked up Galloway. I haven't worn that in a long time. Peppered Musk. Very soapy iris. Of course, it's powdery still, but it's very soapy clean. Very, very clean. Good office fragrance. Got some pretty good longevity, too. I appreciate that. All good. Yeah, you're going to like French Defense. I'm very confident in that. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be feeling Black Rose for this. I totally get it. In my comment, clearly a lot of you haven't smelled French Defense. Ooh, Danye. Man, it's been a while since I've smelled that. It's a soft wood fragrance. Beautiful stuff. La Nuit de l'Homme, you can't go wrong. Normally, for our regular dinner dates, La Nuit de l'Homme Le Parfums are my main choice. But because it's our anniversary, not the typical dinner date fragrance. We're going to go with something a bit more special. That's why we got all niche here. We got a bunch of expensive shit out. You know, literally the 2 cheapest ones are Parfums of Marley and Zaharoff, and this is $195, and this was like $170. And they're still not super cheap. They're just the cheapest of the 5. Pull out the big guns. You know, pull out some of the big guns. Bleu de Chanel EDP. Excellent, excellent choice. So we got 100 people in the first 8 minutes. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up. We'll dive into the first one here in just a second. I don't want to I hate to skip so early trying to get to each of you, you know. Reflection Man 45 and ATH Hard Candy Elixir. Damn. Ooh, Burlington 1819. Magnifique. Good to see you, Josh. Chiquio? Is that how you say this? Chiquio? Forest Child. Not familiar with that one. Signature Tobacco. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. Mentor is the one for sure. She loves them, man. Mentor and French Defense are like they've overtaken this household, guys. Something might have to get bumped out of the top 5. Like Vanilla Oud might have to fuck around and find out even. Something might have to go because Mentor is like skyrocketed. I got to reevaluate. That's 2 of the best fragrances in my collection. And they are so expensive. God, they're so expensive. Do not blind buy those fragrances. But try them. Get decants. Get samples. Samples are like $7, $6. $6, I think. Polo Blue Parfum. Great choice. Thank you, sir. Look, if there ends up being a tie, she's the swing vote here. Okay, she's definitely going to be the tie-breaking vote, and her vote is French Defense. But she's cool with all of them. That's just the reaction was what it was. French Defense got the biggest reaction. So, Pour Homme Cologne Intense. I haven't worn that in a while. Beautiful and fresh, lime, good stuff. saying, guys. I'm not trying to sway your votes. I promise I'm not. Kicks Griffey, how's your stomach, my man? 14 years strong, wishing many more. Pulling through. I hope you're at least getting a little bit better. Good to see you, my guy. Luis, Galan Loam, EDT going out tonight, so going with Black Rose. Black Rose is a hit in the chat today, I gotta say. Hi, you thought of. Oh, your thoughts on Spectra Wraith? I don't have Spectra Wraith. I have Spectra Ghost. That's the only one I have. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Fan Your Flames. That would have been a good choice too. I debated on. I got some really good stuff to wear to dinner for special occasions like an anniversary. You know, I just really wanted to nail it down to certain ones. Good to have you back, man. Meeting up on another fragrance enthusiast today. You always come up with me and this person to meet up. Well, feels good to be mentioned and thought of. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Arabian's Tonka, great choice. Thank you, sir. I'd like to know what you think about Narcosis. I haven't tried that one. I'm a huge fan of the brand. I love Virtus. Love Virtus. Vanilla Oud, like I mentioned, which might have something's got to be on the chopping block. I just don't know what. If I'm going to bump Mentor into my top 5. Soul Patchouli, literally right here. I've got Oriental Rose. I've got what's the seaweed fragrance? Drawing a blank on it. The blue juice, cyan, eau de cyan. Realistic kelp. It smells like actual seaweed. It's very much about her. It's very look that we might end up going that route. I mean, you guys shifted the vote. You know, bunch of sweethearts, y'all. 88 people voted. It's 44%. French Defense, you bunch of sweethearts. You know, that's probably what we're gonna end up doing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to give the lady what she wants. You know, got a good woman. I vote Mentor because New Kid on the Block. I remember your reaction. It's so incredible. That's the only thing that kind of rivals French Defense for me. It's the same thing with her. It's that good, guys. It is that good. Everything you've heard. Don't let the negative Nellies in this community tell you that the only reason any of us that got a bottle for free says it's so good is because it's a free bottle and there's affiliate links. Fuck no. Smell that. Spend the $6 and try it for yourself. It's $6. My God. I'm not saying all of you are going to feel the way I do about it, but there's a really good chance a lot of you will. It is that good. There's delusional people that think free bottles and affiliate links means everything's good. If you watch this live stream on a regular occasion, you know that's not the case on this channel. It's definitely not the case here. I would say 25% of every free bottle doesn't get the most favorable evaluation on this live stream. About 25% of them. So, but most are good because most fragrances are good. Then there's the few special ones that pop up. Mentor being one of them. It's the best way to test it than on the occasion it's meant for. Boy, you got to get the reaction early on from your lady before you choose it because you don't want to go into the evening with it on and she hate it because it's going to ruin the night. Because ladies are very sensitive to the aromas. So you want to test that out prior. We've got some English Laundry, kind of a mocha tone, light mocha tone pants. We've got some Kohan loafers on, some brown leather loafers, matching belt to the leather on the Orient Bambino. You know, nothing crazy. You know, just semi-formal, semi-casual. I don't know where it would fall. I'm not wearing a suit. You know. Patrick's Life, $10 super chat. I appreciate that, sir. No worries, my man. No worries. Prado Ocean Le Parfum. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much, Patrick. I sure appreciate that. Well, I'll be damned. You must like dark leather. We found a big fan of dark leather. That man put it as his avatar. Good for you. Seriously. So it ain't that bad. It's disappointment compared to what we expected it to be. But, I mean, it's okay. I don't think it's a terrible fragrance. It's going to be in my worst releases at the end of the year, but something's got to go in there. Worst release doesn't mean it's a terrible fragrance, right? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, Louise. No worries, sir. Thank you. It's all good, guys. It's all good. Indeed, indeed. I appreciate all of you, seriously. So I'm very far behind if y'all are just getting to what the quote was. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm not big on Italian, but she is. Anytime I eat Italian, it's because she wants Italian. And for birthdays and anniversaries and stuff, she always wants a good Italian place. And this is going to be the first time we try this place. I'm not going to say where we're going because, like I said, people on the internet suck, not you guys, but you never know who's watching and what kind of stupid shit they'll try to pull. But there's a place in town we're going to check out that reservation only. You know, it's a nice place. As far as I know, very nice place. Very highly rated. Never heard of this one. Vaux Papier. Released here in the Philippines. My wife is half Filipino. So she'll be happy to know that you're in the Philippines. Appreciate that, sir. Fragrance World's King of Diamonds. Dilly, good to see you. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Noah, good to see you, sir. Mont Blanc Individuel. Love this one. It's not here yet. Let's see when that package is getting here. It's shipped. Every day I got somebody in my comments about it. About that or Supremacy Collector's Edition, which I ordered them together. Let's see. When's it estimated to be here? Let me check the tracking real quick. FedEx. Loading. Just says label created still. As of yesterday morning, 11:43. So it hasn't had any movement yet. So at best this weekend. At best. Most of their fragrances do. But as far as going out to dinner, as far as the like over the top, you smell like a sexy motherfucker fragrance. These, man, French Defense and Mentor, they are it. Double Attack's really good as well. It's a dark chocolate bitter. It's got orange bitters in the top, a little bit of spice and woods and some dark chocolate, like a semi-sweet dark chocolate. It makes it a bitter dark chocolate because of the orange bitters. That's amazing. That was my number 2 before I got Mentor. That got bumped down to number 3. That was Adidas Moves, the old nostalgia bottle, because we were broke back then, man. I didn't have anything special back then. I used to wear Adidas Moves all the. I had more than Adidas Moves, but I had a bunch of cheap fragrances back then, because we didn't have shit when we got together. It's been May will make 16 years that we've been together. This is just our wedding anniversary, making 14 years. Yeah, but May's going to make 16 years we've been together. February is going to make 14 years for my dog because we got married, and then in February we got Farah. I've heard good things about that one. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Amber Malaki. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, sir. Doing well. About to go to dinner with the wife in a little bit. We haven't even started to talk about any of the 5 fragrances yet. Just wear Dior Homme Intense. Women love it. Well, had I put it right here and had her smell it, she may have picked that one. Or I could hear her now saying, that's the one you want to wear, because she'd smell the iris. She knows iris is my favorite. So I intentionally put the stuff I want to wear that I know she likes in the lineup and got her thoughts. And that's where the 2 mind games ended up 1 and 2, with Black Rose being her 3rd choice. So she's good with all of them except for Harrod. She was like, don't wear that. The others are better. He said he didn't want to split them. He's got Bloom and Rosé, but Dan, you got to take her for that. And look, it's like 85% full, I would say. 85, 90%. It's only got like that much of a dent in it. My Rosé bottle's right here. Let me give you a visual. His bottle's it's about where my nail is, like the top of the Z. The top of the Z is where I think his juice level is, if I remember correctly. So last night I used my shave set. Sprayed some rosé. You need this. I don't necessarily, I mean, all of you, but I'm mainly talking to him. You need this. So she's surprising me. She's like, I'm not telling you what I'm wearing. I'm like, no, don't. Because I mean, this is what I do. So she's always testing me to, what am I wearing? You know, this is a game we play every time we go anywhere. I walk behind her when we leave down the stairs so I can be in her trail and try to figure out, because we got 2 flights to go down because we're on the 3rd floor. So I've got till we get to the car to figure out what it is. And then she tells me. So it's like I'm really working hard to figure it out. Most of the time I figured out by the time we're making the round to go to the next set of stairs to go down. Sometimes it's like within 2 or 3 steps. It's so obvious. But yeah, I don't know what she's wearing yet. She didn't spray anything. She's finishing getting ready right now. Decided to keep. Oh shit! So he pulled it down. Okay, so It was up for sale. Well, if you want to come up off of it, Kix Griffey is interested. No, that would not be a hit. I think it's amazing. She ain't gonna like that. That's too funky. She ain't gonna like that. I've never had her smell that. Yeah, she ain't gonna like that. How are you? French Defense, hell yeah. Another one. We got two in the chat wearing Danye. Do everyday video, including workout session. Happy anniversary, brother. On the night. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Ah, damn. Sorry to hear that. For Christmas from Santa. I'll let everyone know. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, guys, I'm sorry. I got to a point where I really need to skip ahead. I see we got Mo in the chat. Devontae, good to see you, sir. Don, always a pleasure. Absolutely. So it smells like a non-funky, less spicy vanilla oud. Like it smells pretty close to this. It's like it lacks the burnt, smoky vanilla smell. Like the vanilla is smoother. Like the darker elements, basically. The darkness that's in vanilla oud, if you strip that away and make it a cleaner vanilla oud fragrance, with saffron for spice and everything. Like if you were to smooth it out and strip it down a little bit, that's kind of what I don't know if it's Ilon. I still haven't heard from Mike on how to pronounce the daughter's name right yet. It's like really good. It's right here. It's really, really freaking smooth. So anybody that likes vanilla oud will like this. It's not identical, but it reminds me of it. It does remind me of it. So we're skipping down. Again, I apologize, guys. I hate to do it. We're getting to the bottom here. Got to smell Mentor, man. So it's not as, it lists salted caramel, but it's not as salty as you would think. But it's undeniable caramel right away with smoke. This Boya oud is an earthy, smoky, incensey type of oud. It's not real funky. It's earthy and smoky. It's amazing. It is amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing. With plum, a dark plum. It's even listed as dark plum if I remember correctly. On Justin's short video today, he mentioned finding it a little similar to Black Phantom. I see where he's coming from. It lacks the tobacco of Black Phantom, but I see where he's coming from. It's relevant, but not the same. Not the same. Sweet, it's definitely got sweetness, but different sweetness. It's caramel sweet, like caramel syrup with smoked oud and plum. Oh, my God, it's amazing. It's so amazing. You liar. That is not mass appealing at all. So let's talk about the first one. Let's get the honorable mention out the way that she said no. Herod. I was hoping it would have a better chance because I haven't wore it since I got it. Just some random, little spritz on the hand to sniff on. It's really good. It's just when you compare it to all of these, yeah, I'm not surprised it took the caboose with her. I'm like, nah, all of these are better. Wear one of these instead. So it's turned in from, being part of the 5 to kind of being an honorable mention because it was in the consideration for my end. Sweet tobacco, spices, a little smoky, woodsy, but definitely more of a sweet tobacco than anything else. This is kind of a fragrance community cult classic, if you will. A lot of people complain about it being reformulated. It's a shell of what it used to be. But that's almost every damn fragrance that's been around for more than 5 years, right? That's like the same old song and dance. Everything's reformulated. They watered everything down. It's just, that's what they do. They make you like it, and they just pour water in the new batches. That's what everybody's convinced of. Now, look, there's some merit sometimes to reformulations, making it a bit weaker, but it gets over-exaggerated sometimes because of olfactory fatigue. Never gets factored in. They change a few ingredients because that's what happens when they have to reformulate. Something gets banned and they got to switch it out for a different oil. That changes how it's going to affect you olfactively in your receptors. It's a real possibility. So that plays a role as well, and it doesn't get taken into consideration. You never hear anybody say that shit. You just won't. Nope, they watered it down, which could be true. I don't think that's the case most of the time, but unfortunately, honorable mention, Parfums de Marly Herod, out the runnings. What is what? What is what? 2, Zaharoff Signature Seraphine Blue, Roger Parfums Solar Blue. I don't just dole out 10s. 10's the special of the special of the special. And 10 for me, most likely will never mean 10 to most other people because it's literally perfect for me if I give it a 10. They are perfect for me. I could wear them for anything and everything. I could wear them tonight. And I'd be a happy camper. I'm not going to. I'm going to be more situationally appropriate. But yeah, that's it. I'm not surprised you would say that, Jay. Not even a little bit. I appreciate you, sir. What's going on, Ryan? Wearing a Ventus, just chilling and rocking baby asleep on the chest. Hell yeah, sir. I appreciate that, sir. Wearing Boss Bottle Elixir. Good stuff. Good stuff. So let's dive into, we kind of already went over it, so we'll just kind of look at the bottle here for a moment. But oh my God, this is one of the best fragrances released this year. And it's not even close. This is one of the 3 best fragrances to come out in 2024. And a lot of people will agree with me. A lot of people. It's clearly oud. It's got a little bit of oud funk, just enough, but it's more smoky and earthy than it is funky. And it's balanced by the right kind of sweetness and fruitiness and light spice. It's just a hint of coffee. I don't get a ton of the coffee, but I do get a little bit of this roasted coffee smell just kind of lingering, hovering underneath. This is some sexy shit right here. I would not have been upset if this would have been the pick at all. Like I said, I wore it when we went eat sushi, like within the last 2 weeks. I don't remember. It was a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Got a compliment from our server who felt awkward as a guy giving me a compliment on my fragrance. And I was like, no, it's all good. I want to hear this. I'm into fragrance. Don't worry. It was hilarious. We had a good laugh about it. So, yeah, if you haven't sampled this one yet, because like I said, I basically covered it in the last 5 minutes. I've been rambling about how great it is. You really should give it a shot. $6. I got links for everything down below. $6. Do it. Picture Shia LaBeouf. Do it. Yeah. Do it. Try this fragrance. Get a sample. The problem that you'll run into is if you get the sample, don't you go cursing me out when you're like, son of a bitch, and I got to figure out how I'm going to buy this $400 bottle. Because you might fall in love with it. I will not be held responsible for you falling in love with it. I just believe the olfactive profile is such a treat, such an experience to behold, that's why I'm really pressing. You should get a sample. I don't care if you ever buy a bottle through my link. I just want you to try this fragrance. And so you can understand why I rave about it every time it comes up. Every time the word mentor gets mentioned or Mind Games as a brand, because I do find it to be that good. In this household, it is that good. So let's get caught back up. How about Sillage for what? Wear curve. Absolutely not. Definitely not an option here today. Good to see you, Austin. I'll put my pick in that I just wore the other week. ATH Oud, a fruity oud with so much complexity. Good to know. Good to know. So per the video topic, it's based on the 5 for me to wear tonight for my anniversary. But it's good to know what you would wear. It's all part of the conversation. But yeah, that's why we got the vote up at the top of the chat. We got a poll to vote on. Because whatever wins the vote, that's what I'm going to wear tonight. We got reservations at 7. But good to see you, sir. Definitely good to see you. Yeah, it's really good. It is good. Latifah did the thing with that one. There will be no curve slander here today in this live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Noel said that is a classic. It is for sure. To go to dinner for my anniversary, though, not an option. Not an option. Who dat? Right back at you. Coming in late, but I'm here. Tony Iommi. Which one? The new one, Deified, all that leather, or Monkey Special? That's kind of become a cult classic. I appreciate you, sir. Hey, it's amazing. Are you the only vote? Well, no, there's more than one vote because it's 7%. It was 3% when you were the only vote. So somebody else voted for it. It would. It would. And look, she's a big fan of that one. She loves when I wear surfing blue because I wear it all the time. She's a big fan of that one too. Then do not. If you don't want to run the risk of falling in love with it and feeling like shit, I now got to figure out how I'm gonna get the bottle. Then don't take my advice and don't sample it. I'm dead serious. If you don't want to run into the potential of, I really need to get this and I don't want to spend the money, then there's a real strong potential you'll fall in love with it. Real good chance. So if you don't want to run into that issue, do not buy a sample then. That's the opposite of what I recommend. Not all of them. They weren't. They weren't before. In fact, yeah, okay, French Defense is as well. But I have several that aren't, like Blockade, Very, none of those are. I don't know if the Forward is. I don't think the Forward is either. Double Attack, I don't remember if that one's magnetic. I want to say it's like a third of my bottles from Mind Games are magnetic. I have not tried that one. It's not fair. Some of you've heard me call it a cheat code. It really is. That shit's a separator. If you got a good personality, but you look like a 6, boy, it'll probably jump you to an 8. The confuser and shit. Just throwing it out there, guys. It makes average men more attractive. As long as they're not shy and shit and awkward. Just got my balls tattoos and cannot recommend anyone getting tattoos down there. 15 out of 10 pain. I bet, you crazy fuck. If you really did that, you wild. What about Vanilla Oud? What about it? I didn't want to pull that out. That's got a little more funk. That's more of a me fragrance. She likes it, but she doesn't love it the way I do. I want to pull out stuff that she loves. Unless she decides otherwise. That's fair. Monkey Special. Yeah, that's kind of become the classic over here. So I'm getting chicken piccata and I'm going to try to have as little of the lemon butter garlic sauce on my pasta as I can, because I'm not going to eat much of my pasta. It's mainly to get the grilled chicken. Well, it's more steamed than anything the way it's cooked, because I don't want to get any breaded chicken or anything like that, because, can I eat this meal? Yeah, but I'm trying to stay on track with my meal plan as best I can. We're recomping right now. I'm not like cutting down completely. We did add a little bit more cardio literally today when I saw John. We added a little bit more cardio. We're slowly increasing without any taking any food away. So because I'm staying full, I'm still able to grow a bit. We haven't really started cutting down. Like I said, we're recompositioning right now. Leave it to Jason. Good to see you, sir. And from what I heard from Dedrick, it's like, yeah, it's good, but it can't touch the real one. And I believe it. This is too magical. I don't even care. No offense to Yeoman Law. Zero interest in the clone. Zero. Big, round zero. Personally. I'm fortunate enough to have the bottle. I don't even want to see what a clone would be about. Y'all have at it. I'm sure it's a close experience. I'm sure it's a good enough experience, but you ain't gonna have that magic. I'm confident. The Harmonist, Hypnotizing Fire Parfum. I have tried that one when I was with the artist formerly known as the Fragrance Apprentice and the Nigerian giant Omos in Tampa at the beginning of the year. That was one that Jordan insisted that I try. Well, I normally go with that. That's our usual, like going to a steakhouse and stuff like that. So that's why I'm cutting it out, because it's more of a special occasion than our usual just going out to dinner. Yeah, a lot of people love it. That's for sure. Oh, Grand Soir. Oh my. That's one of the most intoxicating sillages you can live in. That stuff lingers. It stays in the room long after you walk out of it. That stuff's intoxicating. And it's a simple fragrance. Benzoin, amber, vanilla. And the benzoin enhances the vanilla more than the amber, I think. It's vanillic. It's just special. It's so simple, but so good. Man, Noir Extreme. Good to see you, Dakota. Danger Parfum Cologne. Excellent choice. My main man, Dedrick. It's funny enough, because after she was smelling me, so if you're just getting here, I had Heidi sniff all of them. And when she got to French Defense, and I quote, "Holy fuck, that's good," because it's been a while since I've worn it. And so I was like, you want to see what I said the first time I smelled it? And I pulled up our video at your house. It was like, yep, hit me right here when you sprayed my arm. So we had a good laugh, because I always think of you with French Defense, French Defense is winning the vote. French Defense is her main pick. Mentor is her number 2. Mind games, man. It's unreal. That is her favorite. Silver Mountain Water DNA. Fierce is her number 2. But yeah, anything that smells of the Silver Mountain Water profile, absolutely. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's what's going to happen. I'm going to spray it in. We're still going through them. So Black Rose was winning the vote till I told everybody what her reaction was, and everybody shifted their vote. I wasn't telling y'all that to shift the vote, but yeah, that's definitely what she wants me to wear. It's so fucking good. But man, Mentor, it hypnotizes me the way the incense out of that Boya Oud comes out. Mind games, man. Kara, good to see you. Scandal Absolute, hell yeah. So did you get your package yet? Did your package come in? I sent it to you Saturday. You should have got it. It was priority mail. You should have got it today. If not, you'll be getting it tomorrow. But I sent you a package Saturday. My main man, Dedrick. I'm glad you're here, man. I know it's not, and it's early too. You're normally getting situated with the boys. I normally don't see you in the chat when I go, because I started at 4:30 Central. It's a little earlier than usual because we got reservations at 7. How are you? French Defense has got to be the play, although Mentor is fire. Yes, it is. Really? We got 135 in the chat. Nothing crazy. Good crowd. Solid crowd. The core and a few extra. Appreciate you guys. 64 likes, though. Damn. Thought y'all liked me. Can a brother get a like? Can a brother get a thumbs up? It helps. I knew you had something nice to say in you, Jason. Thank you, sir. It means so much more coming from you. I think that 5-minute timeout I gave you yesterday really did a lot, right? Thank you, Jason. Hey, that's a good collection. Yeah, and so I don't know if you heard what I said about this a moment. Literally, I think you jumped in right after I said it, Dedrick, about your take on Yeoman Law. Like, yeah, it's good, but it ain't the magic of the original, which is why I'm not even interested. I don't want to try a clone of French Defense. I'm uninterested. I'm fortunate enough to have a bottle of it, so I appreciate that, Quest. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Kara. I try to avoid a lot of gluten. It's all just filler. It's going to make you get you a lot of inflammation anyway. Damn, we messed up pregnant wife because she's been wanting the carbs. Oh yeah, she's pregnant. That's her excuse to eat anything and everything now. The baby wants it. You're gonna start hearing that. Desir Toxic, good to see you, Dan. Seraphine Blue, excellent choice. Yeah, they sure did. They sure did. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Go with Mentor. It sounds the most seductive. Yeah, see, and that's her too. That's the thing. Of all this greatness, literally Herod, she was like, no, the other 4 are better. Mentor, French Defense, Triumph of Bacchus, Extrait, and Black Rose. The 2 mind games. Go figure, the 2 most expensive ones. She must have expensive taste or some shit all of a sudden. Which I can't blame her. Like, if I was picking 2, that's the 2 of the 5 I would pick too. Like, the order in which she picked them is the order in which I rate them too. French Defense and Mentor, Black Rose, Triumph of Bacchus, Extrait, and then Herod. Me and her, we here. We here. Oh, so you haven't been home yet. You may have a package in your mailbox for me. You haven't been home yet. So my favorite, AJ mentioned it earlier, Raja Parfums Amber Oud. It's very expensive, but it is the best oud rose I've ever smelled in my life. It should be there because priority mail. I think it was expected today. You should have it today. If not, it'll be there tomorrow. The conversation about Herod early. I get 7-8 hours of it. It's not weak. That's what I'm saying. It's people exaggerate, man. Hit that thumbs up. Let them know, my man. It's definitely get a sample. The problem is you may end up falling in love with it. I love how he always calls Dedrick my twin. You just can't tell us apart, you know? The only difference is his beard's a little bigger. That's about it. And when he wears his LA hats, the LA's upside down, whereas mine are normal side up, you know? Oh, shit. Dude, is that good? It is that. But Mentor is a problem. Mentor creates a problem. Yeah, for sure. At some point, I got my younger cousins to buy it for Christmas. Definitely snagging a bottle. So there you go. Yeah. So Jason was wanting to hook you up, and he was texting me, and I was like, "Oh, Dedrick has her address." I was like, "If you grab it, if he does have it, send it to me. That's something I want to send her to." So I can't take the credit for the idea. It was like something I've been wanting to send you, and Jason's like, "Oh, I'm hooking her up." Like, what a great idea! I'm gonna do the same. So shout outs to Mr. Bircher and Dedrick for providing your address. Yeah. I mean, that's really the way to go. Herod should be the dinner. Oh, and that's the one she told me not to go with. Yeah, for sure. You really can't. Of course. Yeah, you should. You might have both the packages. I'll tell you this. I hope they came in together because you're gonna be one happy ass woman. If they both came in, because I know what he sent you. He doesn't know what I sent you though. So it's gonna be a hell of a time. I'm nicer than Ross though. I don't know. You can't buy what I sent her. Just saying. I appreciate that. Thank you. Which one was Mentor again? So Mentor is a rich caramel, dark plum, smoked earthy oud. It's called Boya Oud with a hint of roasted coffee just floating underneath. And I believe a little bit of vanilla to add to the sweetness. But this stuff is freaking amazing. Good God Almighty. So we're 41 minutes. We got to keep getting through these. Black Rose. This was winning the vote at first. And I ain't mad at it. Because when it comes to dinner dates, Black Rose is a stud for that. And I'm finally into the weather. Like, it's milder outside today. It was like high 70s today. It's even milder now. I don't have my smartwatch on, so I can't look at the temperature on my watch like I normally would. I'm wearing my Bambino for a change. Let's see what the temperature is outside currently. I doubt it's much lower than it was. Yeah, it's 75 right now, so it's mild enough. It's not hot, but it's not cold either. But this is a warm, spicy, resinous, very woodsy rose fragrance. Dark, rich, probably the most masculine rose fragrance I've ever smelled, honestly. This is a super, this might sound crazy when I say it, but a manly rose fragrance. Yes, they exist. Yes, they've been around for decades, and this is definitely one of them. Whew, man, I would not have been mad with this one. Her either. She didn't bother sniffing it because she knows very well what this smells like. And then I haven't wore the Extrait in a while. Last time I wore the EDP, I've only worn the Extrait twice. So I was like, I'm going to wear the Extrait. It's way stronger than what I need it to be for this. But, oh, man. Peach, apple, spice. I believe it's saffron is where you get your spice from here. Rich rum, tobacco. It's crazy ambery and warm. It's what red tobacco wishes it was. Just being honest. Anybody that's like, oh, it's the same thing. It's just a dupe of red tobacco. Oh, shut the fuck up. Whoever thinks that. Train your nose better because there are clear differences. There's clear similarities. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm delusional and they don't smell similar. But there is defined characteristics that are very different about these two fragrances, and this is far superior. The EDP as well. I would take over red tobacco 10 out of 10 times. This is my favorite tobacco fragrance, this and the EDP. Tomato. I'll take the EDP. Don't matter. It's just a higher concentration of it. It's the same fragrance. I get a little more spice out of this when he raised the oil. He did not change the formula. He just raised the oil concentration. But this is my favorite tobacco fragrance. Has been for years. Triumph Box for like 3 or 4 years now. It has not been topped. And I got some phenomenal tobacco fragrances. And this is a hit in the household. This is my stepdaughter's favorite fragrance. The 30 ml I used to have, and I didn't have it for a day or two. She stole that years ago. Actually, I think I need to get her another bottle. I think she's out. She loves it. Perfectly unisex. It's super intoxicating, crazy strong, beautiful fragrance. This would have been a great pick as well. And then I've been raving on and off about what's looking like it's going to be the winner based on the vote, based on her reaction and what she would prefer me to wear. And trust me, I ain't mad at it. French Defense is one of the greatest fragrances ever manufactured by a human. I mean it. Even if you don't like cherry, I forgot who mentioned it earlier. Maybe it was Dakota or somebody that said don't even like cherry, but this is still amazing. It's kind of like the way to talk about signature rosé. Like even if you don't like rose, you'll probably still like rosé. It's just something special and magical about it. Same thing goes here. The way the booze comes across with the sweetness in the cherry, it's like a syrupy black cherry. It's warm, it's spicy, it's probably the most intoxicating fragrance I've ever smelled. And it makes it such a clear choice for this. I wasn't surprised with her reaction. It was just funny because she just blurted out the F-bomb. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. Something I would say, she's such my wife. It's incredible. Just like I was saying with Mentor, yeah, you should get a sample, but if you don't want to run the risk of like, damn it, now I need this expensive ass bottle, then don't try it, because there's a real chance you're going to fall in love with it to where you're like, I normally don't buy $350, $400 fragrances. Now I got to figure that shit out. It's a real possibility. Sure. Yeah, so narrowly over Mentor. It's so close. It's a 1A, 1B kind of thing. It's like too close to call. But because they're so different, but they're so good for the same thing. That's the problem. They're so good for this situation. Both. There's no wrong choice here. Matt, good to see you. I see you've been doing some more content, my man. Hope everything's going well in the car business as well. But yeah, I saw you been popping up on my feed that you've been doing some content. I've been watching. I didn't comment or nothing, but I gave you a like and a view. Don't worry. Good to see you, my man. Isn't it good though, Dunk? I'm sure you would agree. It's a manly rose fragrance. It's because it's so spicy and woodsy. Very resinous. It's good stuff. Look, I don't encourage blind buying that bottle. The shit is expensive, but Mind Games make such good fragrances. Thank you so much. I sure appreciate that. Their busy ass playoff week at the office. Glad to catch the stream. I'm glad you're here as well. I'm glad Jason's here. I don't think it would be a regular stream without him. We even had an appearance from my brother from another mother. Always nice when Dedrick can pop in for a little bit. Dedrick, if you're still here, you want to come bullshit with me for about 13 minutes before I shut it down? You're welcome to. I'll tag you in if you want. You just text me. I'll have to take the phone off of mute because I don't have my smartwatch on. I'll take it off of mute. Text me if you want to tag in, man. It's one of those rare occasions you're home while I'm live. It is indeed. And we love you. That's why we wanted to hook you up. I love the Bambino. I've had it for several years now. I don't wear it as much as I used to. It has the rose gold Roman numerals. I've had it for years. Love it. Love the slim profile. It's a great watch. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's one of the best plates on a bottle, period. End all be all. I mean, it's just incredible. It's an absolute work of art, hand painted. That's why there's imperfections. It's all hand sprayed, hand painted, all the details. Sure is. Well, don't get yourself in trouble over it. I can't guarantee they're there. I didn't check the tracking. The envelope, the receipt with the tracking is in my backpack, so I don't have it handy to check real quick. Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much. I do have a few Seikos. I have the Orient Bambino Heritor. I normally would wear that to dinner. Mainly Seikos, though. I'm a Seiko guy. Got a Patty Samurai. I've got a Turtle. I got my dad's old Seiko Sport from, God, I was 15 when he bought that. I'm going to be 40 in 2 months. So I'm saying George's rose fragrances are special. It's my two favorite rose fragrances are rosé and black rose. Not even close. Oh, so tomorrow I'm sending your package out. Randy texted me yesterday after the live stream. I forgot about the live stream because that's why I wasn't watching. But yeah, I'm sending your package out tomorrow, David. Congratulations, man. Yeah, I go on Wednesdays and Saturdays depending on. Normally it's Wednesdays, though. I go every Wednesday. So I'm sending yours out tomorrow, sir. I hope you enjoy it. They've been maturing. That stuff's really strong now because there was only one batch. Just like Business Over Pleasure is like very strong these days. It all depends. You jealous? You want a bottle? Well, get home. That's what I sent you. I know you've been wanting a bottle. And I was like, because I'm running low. I've been doing some giveaway because when everything, because like we all keep a certain amount when we do them, and like I don't have any more extra business over pleasures to do. I just have what I'm keeping for myself, so I just have enough for my lifetime. I got a few bottles for me, literally just a few. With Evening Mystique, like it's one of those deals because like the boxes hold 27 bottles. With Evening Mystique, I kept, how many bottles was it? 30. I got a few left, but not a ton. Now this was all counting the ones that I sent out to friends when it first came out and stuff like that. Like that was my total that I allotted for myself because George lets us take however many we want, you know. But yeah, that's what it was, and I still have, a little over a handful. I won't give the exact amount, not 2 handfuls, less than 2 handfuls, a little over a handful, maybe 6, maybe 7, something like that. And so I threw one up for the giveaway to celebrate 10K with Randy. And Kara, I know Kara's been wanting a bottle. Every time she brings it up, I'm like, keep tally. Let's see how bad you want it. And she said it so many times. I was like, Jason brought up he was hooking her up with a bottle. So I was like, perfect. Now's the time. I'm going to send it her way. Oh, I love it, man. And this was only like $120, $130 when I bought it. I bought this when I first started working at Mercedes. I've had this for years. This, my Turtle, and my Patty Samurai, I bought all 3 of them around the same time. Actually, it was my first big check from Mercedes. I bought all 3 of them. So I started wearing suits a lot more. I was like, I need to up the watch game a bit. I was debating on a Hamilton Khaki King around that time as well. I ended up getting the 2 Seikos. I wanted the Turtle for those, days I was wearing the golf shirt. Got the Turtle and the Patty Samurai for that. But when I wear a suit, I wanted the Bambino. Quality for a very affordable price, and they got some serious popularity years ago too. I've had it for 7 or 8 years. It's been a long time. All right, my man's coming in, so we can hang. We'll hang for about 15 minutes. We'll do, because I could go all the way to 6, but that's pushing it. We'll go to like 5:45, so we got about 23 minutes roughly. Let me send it to my guy. I'm gonna send it to you on IG. Been a while. It never shakes out to where I'm able to get him on. Like I usually jump on his streams. It never shakes out to where he's able to jump on mine. So I'm gonna jump at the chance to have my twin come hang for a bit. I appreciate that. Thanks, sir. Yeah, it's a beast too. It's strong. I wore 6 sprays the other day, like 2 weeks ago when I wore Evening Mystique, and Heidi was like, "That is just like really strong." I was like, "That's Evening." She's like, "Yeah, I know it's Evening Mystique." She's like, "But it's strong. Would you do like 10 sprays?" I said, "No, my usual 6. Usually do 5 to 7. Just macerated so well." Yes way. I don't know if Jason told you what he was sending you, so it's not up to me to say anything what Jason sent you. Kind of liquid gold, Yeah, I hooked you up. You got a bottle. I'm hoping it's sitting in your mailbox. Again, I didn't check the tracking today. It should have been there today. It's a hell of a lineup, but based on the wife's reaction, as soon as I said what her reaction was, everybody shifted their vote to French Defense because Black Rose was winning. Black Rose was winning by like 6% of the vote. I appreciate you, sir. Yeah, I know. But remember, the easiest way to tell us apart is Dedrick has the bigger beard. Okay? Easiest way. When we get on our wrestling podcast, you can't tell us apart because the passion starts flowing. You think we get passionate about fragrances. You should listen to us talk about wrestling. And I'm not going to either. That's your business, sir. I wasn't sure if you did, so I'm not saying nothing. I'm sure she can figure it out, though. Yeah, that's the obvious choice, right? I didn't want to tell y'all, like, that's what she wants. That's what I'm aware. I said we were going to do it to the vote, and whatever got the vote, I was going to, because she's cool with all of them, except for Herod for some reason. She said all the other ones are better than Herod. So, which I agree. Ooh, smelling like Leighton. All right. Yes, sir. So we're just waiting on Mr. Hicks Jr. to arrive, and we'll bullshit for a little bit. So she's going to have me guess. That's a little game we play when we walk to the car. Because we're on the third floor. So we got 2 flights of stairs we go down, and I usually walk behind her and trail her sillage. And I have till we get to the car to figure out what she's wearing. That's another way to constantly test my nose. It's a little game we play. We do it all the time. Every time we leave. Sometimes I get it in the first 2 or 3 steps. Sometimes I don't get it, and she has to tell me. Yeah, it's definitely the beard. The beard's the way to do it. There you go. Yeah, for sure. It's fun. I mean, that's part of like constantly testing fragrances. It's good to have the wife engage in helping me test and try to figure it out and remember certain accords and to tie them to fragrances, that mental Rolodex, you know. John's waiting on his package, Jason. He's like, what the hell? So I don't know what happened to Dedrick. Guess he changed his mind. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I'm sure. He ain't gonna send you nothing garbage, you know. But then, no, he would send something stupid to me. Even then, he wouldn't send anything stupid to me. I'd talk shit like he's going to, but he wouldn't. Jason talks shit to me because he loves me so much, and vice versa. Jason's one of my favorite people in this community. And I love giving him hearts. I love that we can fuck with each other, and we both enjoy it. I love it. And no, I'm not going to say pause because I didn't mean it like that. I mean talk shit to each other. Because I was waiting on somebody to say, aren't you supposed to say pause? No. Well, George in the Zed Lounge replied in a comment end of the month. So I won't give the exact date, but if y'all can't read between the lines on what is special about November besides Thanksgiving to release a product, I don't know what else I could do to drop a hint without just outright saying it. You know, I would hope y'all could figure that out on your own. You know, I know you do. I know you do. 100 ml decan to be Solar Blue. You see, that's the problem of having that screw you guys money. People expect really nice gifts. Might have to use that paying for it. Some people, a lot of people will. It's more than the $195 standard price for the 4-ounce bottles. You guys will see. Well, you just buy 250 mLs and then decant those into a 100 ml bottle and hook him up, right? Well, Dedrick, are you like not home yet? I did send the link to Dedrick Hicks Jr., right? I did. And he's active on IG. He's setting. I know he's setting up. I'm just giving him a hard time. We can hang for a little while. Because originally I was going to do from 5 to 6. But I was like, we'll do 4:30 to 5:30. But this works out. We'll hang for a little while. Because it's not going to take us an hour to get to the restaurant. So.
You've got mail.
Indeed. Those kids are whooping his ass right now. Watch him be a text. I'm dealing with the kids. Watch, that's what it is. Trying to StreamYard playing. Boy, you always having trouble with StreamYard. StreamYard does not like Dedrick. Trying to find a blue shirt. Then you really won't be able to tell us apart. Boy, if he trimmed the beard, y'all are screwed. You won't be able to tell who's who. Our voices are even kind of like close your eyes. Maybe you can't tell. Just waiting on him at this point. Or Dolce & Gabbana Intenso today after like 4 months. I forgot how good it was. Seems like everybody loves that fragrance besides me. I don't dislike it. It's just my least favorite Dolce & Gabbana. But lately, I've noticed a lot of people been saying some really good stuff about it. Uh-oh. We got Mrs. Hicks in the chat. Man, your flame. Smash that like button. Happy anniversary, you guys. I appreciate that. Probably gave him RKOs and squint. That's what I'm saying. You got to squint real tight. That's what I'm saying. If you close your eyes, when we're both here, I don't think you could tell the difference. It's the beard. It's the big beard he's got. Is the way. Good job, Dedrick, for delaying shit. Go ahead, give him the business, Jason. Love Dior Intense and Parfum. The wife loves her some Baby Cat. My wife loves all three. She's a fan of all three. I could have put all three of those in here, and she'd have picked one. If I'd have picked 5 different ones, there'd have been a favorite among those two. Like I said, I got a plethora of weapons for said occasion. I got some dangerous shit here. This is what I was feeling and wanted to roll with. And she gave her thoughts. And boy, French Defense is a champ for a reason. It's unparalleled. It really is. The only thing that seems to come close is Mentor. It's really close to the original. It's like super redundant. Probably the most redundant one to the original Light Blue. Like it's less smoke and pepper, even though it's still there. It's less incense and pepper and more citrus. That's about it. It's kind of like rebalancing the original one. That's about it. It's pretty redundant. You have a good one, Jason. Thank you, Sway. I sure appreciate that. 14 years strong. We'll make 16 years together in May. And today makes 14 years we've been married. Sure. Sway, tell your husband to hurry the hell up. Yeah, we run out of time. Come on, StreamYard. Sweetie Oud versus French Defense. She would have still chose French Defense. I purposely left Sweetie Oud out this time because I normally wear it to dinner when we do Italian. I want to switch it up for a change. Like I said, the last handful of times we did Italian, I did Sweetie Oud. So switch it up a little bit. That is a good deal. Uh-oh. Gotta wait on that camera. Is that your phone instead of the camera? That is hilarious. Damn, it's giving his computer trouble. You just give me the thumbs up when you're ready, my man. You want that angle? You want to prop it up or something? You just gonna hold it? We're having technical difficulties here, ladies and gentlemen. I think the breakup with StreamYard and Dedrick Hicks Jr. is happening tonight. Yeah, we're getting the nod. Yes.
Yes.
What's up, G?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I can't believe you're having this kind of trouble with StreamYard. It's like every time you get on it, you have issues.
Someone at StreamYard doesn't like me. So
you Apple or PC?
I'm Apple, but I use the Chrome, the Google Chrome to do everything. So I've switched everything up, but it's all good. It's all good. I got my Ecamm downloaded and ready to go.
Who uses Ecamm? I know you mentioned it the other day.
Fat Boy. Fat Boy Finesse uses it.
Yeah.
I used to use it when I first started. I used to use it, and then I went to StreamYard because it was just more accessible for everybody.
It used to be easier.
It's over.
Yeah, breakup
but
is
anyway,
happening. I appreciate that, my man. So
it's all good. Anniversary, you and Heidi.
The Dedrick Hicks Jr. special went out tonight. You know. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Your son ain't having it. He don't want you on here, man.
No.
He don't want you on here. So
no.
Man, I appreciate it. What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
No, I want to say a happy anniversary to you and Heidi, man. I want to jump on and show some love to y'all. Hopefully y'all have a great night, great dinner. Enjoy each other's time. You know, marriage is a beautiful thing. I believe in it. So you two, well wishes are going forward in your union and your journey. So definitely wanted to hop on and show some love there to you and your wife for sure, man.
I appreciate that, D. I appreciate that, man. 14 years, long time. Makes me realize I'm not getting younger.
Yeah, I mean we're almost in the same neighborhood. I'm 12. Me and my wife are 12 in.
And y'all just had your anniversary.
The journey, right? We did back in August.
Yeah.
Back in August.
So
it was a good time. So I mean, absolutely. Is it French Defense?
French Defense is clearly the winner. When I told everybody at the beginning of the stream about her reaction, they shifted their vote from Black Rose to French Defense winning. So French Defense is going to be the one.
It has to be. I mean,
you're frozen.
Mentor is great.
There you go. You back.
I froze.
Yeah, you had froze. You back.
Okay. Mentor is great. It's great. It's amazing. It's literally right in the ballpark of French defense, so I could see why it would be such a hard choice. For sure.
That was her top 2 choices. I put them in there because it's one of those deals where it's hard for me to choose, but there's just some magic that's in French defense that nothing else seems to have for me, and it seems to be the case for her too.
No, I agree. It's just something special about it, and I guess that's just going to be the place. Where are y'all going?
I don't want to say the name of the place because a lot of people on the internet hate me for no good reason, so you never know.
Oh.
I'm not rolling strap to dinner tonight, so
no.
In case, I'm not carrying tonight.
I forget sometimes how the internet can be. So.
Yeah, I don't want to say where I'm going.
Okay, yeah, well, all right.
I'm not gonna run the risk of somebody ruining my anniversary for my wife.
No, and you shouldn't. But yeah, good call there. My bad for even asking.
No, you're good. You're good.
Right. Okay.
Maybe that message needed to be heard for some people.
I agree. I agree. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Outside of going to dinner with my wife, maybe you shouldn't.
For sure.
But how was your day? Enough about me. How was your day, my man? Well, I got
busy in my world. It's a busy time for year with me with my career choice that I have. So getting ready for holidays. But pretty much we're getting ready to feed America. If anybody wants what I do, feed America for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. So it's around the clock. Hop off work, pick the boys up from school. Sway's doing her thing, so it's daddy daycare on the elite level. And then after that, just try to do some content and eat some dinner, shower, go to bed, and do it all again the next day.
I gotta say, man, the channel's been thriving. I'm always checking, seeing what the videos are doing, because I always see that little dot, because I'm always on my computer instead of my phone. I see a little dot shows you got new content out, and I go take a look, see how the videos are doing, what the topic is for the day. I'm glad to see you thriving, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. And I'm not saying it just because you're my brother, man, and you're my guy, but when I first started this, the model of consistency is what I picked up from you. Just the grind, the passion, and just display it on a daily basis, man. I really appreciated that about what you do over on your channel, the streams, the videos, the shorts. I mean, this dude is a dog. Like that's
I
what
appreciate that.
So I definitely picked that up from you. And then it's always been a thing with me, man. If you're gonna do something,
do it.
Go all in and see the best that you can have it, grow to be, and then whatever happens along the way just happens. And I've had some pretty cool stuff happen to me along the way, and one of them is including our friendship and our brotherhood, man. So
likewise,
I definitely appreciate it.
Likewise, it was hilarious to go watch that video back. I only watched like the tail end of it from Kaput Monday into French defense, but it was like, man, that was that long ago. It was 9 months ago.
Yeah. And it was very funny just to.
That was hilarious.
See your reaction to them for sure.
Well, you set me up.
I did.
It's hilarious to be like, oh well. I mean, it doesn't even matter what we're gonna smell next. Nothing's gonna top this. And then French defense came next.
And wow. I figured. I said, you know what? I think he's going to be so captivated by Kaput Monday.
I bought it immediately. I bought it the next week.
The whole time I was laughing internally. The whole time,
buddy. And after I tried French defense, you know the situation. I was sitting there waiting for our rep to tell me French defense, because for a while, guys, it was excluded. Like we could pick any Mind Games fragrance. It would say excluding French defense in the list. For months, and I was like, "Oh, they're killing me. I don't want to buy it if I can get it sent to me." But I was patient.
Right, you were patient. So. And it was immediate too. I think it was like the next month collaboration they had it in. I said, "Oh,"
because we always get the email at the same time, and he texted me. He's like, "I thought of you." I said, "Yeah, I picked it. Don't worry."
I did think of you. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So everything going good with you, man? Everything cool today?
I can't complain, man. When you think of me, think of Charlie Wilson. I'm blessed. I'm just saying.
Yes.
I'd start my day with that song every day. On my way to go do cardio in the morning, I listen to Charlie Wilson. I start my day with that.
It's a great motivational song for sure.
It's a great message too.
And reminder.
Very much. I don't want to lose sight of that being a fact. That is indeed a fact.
It's a great reminder for sure.
Wake up every morning. I'm blessed. Yes.
Sure.
So.
I'm done with StreamYard. It just now all of a sudden wants to pop up. And I almost don't want to give him the satisfaction.
I don't blame you.
So I want to be right here on the phone.
So, okay. So while I got you, before we cut it down, what are you thinking about Seth and Bronson Reed being the fifths? I think it's stupid.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan either.
I get it. I understand it, but I don't like it at all.
They're clearly not bringing in Zilla and Hikuleo yet.
They made that emphatically clear that they're not doing that by doing this so early, because War Games is not to the 30th, I believe.
23rd.
23rd. So a few weeks out.
We got 2 Raws and 3 SmackDowns before it happens.
Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it.
I already saw they recorded Raw, and Solo's bloodline interfered in Seth and Bronson's match for next week's Raw. So that's why I'm saying I'm confident that's what's going to happen now, is because they've now pushed it. The seed got planted yesterday, and now that I saw the spoiler for next week, it's like, well, it elevates Bronson Reed. That's great. The only thing that could be interesting is the interaction between Roman and Seth. Outside of that, I think it's kind of stupid personally, but I think 4-on-4 would have been better. You got Sammy back, the feel-good moment. That's all we really needed.
I think this is the first time I'm going to say they're doing a little too much. I
agree.
They're doing a little too much.
Seth doesn't need to be involved in everything.
He doesn't.
I get he's Hunter's guy, but damn.
It's the Bret Hart thing. It's the Bret Hart. They always threw Bret Hart in the mix of things when he was, before he officially turned heel. But this is a bit much. I'm going to be curious to see how they spin it, for sure. Going to watch. I mean, in 2 weeks when we do our show leading up to War Games, we could be, Well,
I'm hoping there's a development that the next time we talk about this, we have a different outlook.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But other than that, they got some selling to do.
And then Mommy's back too. That was the other spoiler I saw.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with them.
Huh? The whole War Games match, because you just had Tiffany and Nia feuding with Liv and Raquel, and now they're going to be on the same team. And then Io was just feuding with the Powerbuff Girls, and then now she's on their team.
I don't get what they're
making sense.
Get it? I don't get what they're doing. It's kind of getting a little bit sloppy, but we have time. We have time. We'll see.
Because it's very confusing. Like, it's inconsistent with the usual booking this year.
It's like, why? Why are we?
It's not making sense, but I got to have the faith that they'll make it make sense.
They've been doing it for a while, so we'll see. We'll see. What before you went out tonight, what was your sin of the day?
So I didn't wear anything yet. I was going to wear Lamal Lover, but I took my shower, got ready and everything, because before I close it out, I'm spraying French Defense on, because that's going to be the pick. I'm going to spray that on camera before we get going here.
Okay. I feel you. Special day. Special moment.
It is indeed, man. A lot of ups and downs to get to this point.
Sure.
The marriage has never been better. That woman is my absolute best friend, biggest supporter, biggest fan.
Yeah.
All of the things you would want in your partner.
Yeah.
I have. Again, Charlie Wilson, I'm blessed.
Truly a blessing. I can totally understand what you mean. So
look at Jason. He said, "Welcome to the Sports Desk Live."
Yep.
Yeah, y'all are getting a little teaser for those of you that don't tune into our premium live event preview show. We do once a month. On the sport. Subscribe to the Sports Desk Live if you want to hear more. We do this once a month. And Dedrick does football stuff throughout the week.
Yes, I do. Getting ready to shoot some content.
With the biggest Jaguars fan on the planet. Jaguar fan podcast, as I like to call it.
Don't get me started.
But you swear he's on the sidelines every day at practice. Boy, he I can say that man is a true Jaguars fan. I got to give him his props for that. That man loves that team and feels every single wrong move they make. It affects him personally.
Shout out to the city, man.
Yeah, he is in the Khan family. Like, it's hitting his pocket.
Yeah, those are my people.
Oh man.
For sure. For sure. Well, man,
Well,
I don't want to hold you, man.
yeah, I'm about to close it out here in just a
Yep.
second. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to stop by. I know I barely get a chance to do so. So I had an opportunity and I wanted to jump on and say hello and shout out to everybody in the chat. If y'all had hit that thumbs up for my guy. You and Hottie have a fantastic dinner, fantastic evening. Enjoy one another. And, here's to many, many more. Hold on, let me get my water bottle. Cheers to many, many more for you and Heidi down the line for sure, man. So
I appreciate you for coming on, my brother. It's always a pleasure. Lots of love. You're one of my favorite humans on the planet. I'm glad you're able to come hang for a little bit. One of the few people I would absolutely love to see on screen today, I got to see. My man. All right, man. Well, y'all have a great night, chat. Y'all be cool. And I'll see y'all guys later, man. Talk to you later. Daddy daycare back in effect. Immediately. Handle your business. Peace, man. Later, my guy. All right. Dedrick Hicks Jr., ladies and gentlemen. My man. So, Luis, I see you 469. Shout outs to Joey and the Mafia. Happy anniversary, Ross, and to many more. Much love. I appreciate that, man. You guys need to run it back. Jason, well, it's on certain things you spend money like that. I'm not saying it's a probability, but there's always that possibility. You know what I mean? That's why I don't want to say we're going to be here at this time. You never know. You never know. Look, if somebody feels that passionate about getting froggy, okay, but not while I'm at my anniversary dinner with my wife. We're not going to do that. I don't think it should ever get to that. It should never, ever, ever, ever be an issue. That's crazy, but you never know. People are wild. People are absolutely wild. So I go to dollar menu and make it rain. Ain't no such thing as a dollar menu anymore. Ain't nothing a dollar on that menu. Pippen and Jordan. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Hell, I'll even be Pippen. By the fireplace. My man, Marcus, good to see you. Thank you, sir. I sure appreciate that. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. Steeler Nation here. I've been with them through the ups and the downs. I've been a fan since the Aints with the bags on the heads, man. We're terrible this year. But I still rep my team. I did the salute to service gear this morning, that video. Tucker was very happy, by the way. Tucker Huff, I was talking to yesterday, that's been asking about the video. He was in the comment section. He was watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The London Jet, yeah, they always play in London, right? Every year they're there. They are there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Keon Classic. He's the only Jaguars. He is the, all caps, the Jaguars fan. Splack up, splack down. Hell yeah. So Galloway is actually a very clean fragrance. Very peppered, but soapy clean, powdered iris, clean musk. Clean is the main word for that. It's in a white bottle. It has that clean white tea kind of feel to it. Great office fragrance. No, it's not. It's the online troll bullshit that I'm talking. You never know. I've had threats. I've had all kinds of stupid shit, nasty stuff said. I want to say you'd be surprised, but I don't think you would in this day and age. The kind of shit that's said to me in emails and private messages, and the nasty stuff isn't even in the comments. People are wild. It's been a little while, thankfully. Any of you watching, please stop that shit. It's not serious. Yeah, I mean, there's always that possibility, but I would like to think never to be the case, but you never know. Immediately had to cop my own. Hell yeah. Valencia 1 Intense. That's a great clone of the old version. Doesn't have the spice of the newer version. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we're about to shut it down here in just a second. Thank you very much. I did. I definitely did. Yeah, April and May, I will be on stage. We're recomping right now. Not really cutting yet. Around mid-December, we're going to start shredding down. We'll start, really going into a deficit, ramping the cardio up more, stuff like that. We're trying to stay full and still grow a little bit while kind of changing the body composition, dropping a little bit of body fat here and there, just steady a little bit because you don't want to go flat, because then you're not going to build anymore once you deplete your muscles. So we're still keeping the carbs. It's just very strategic carbs throughout the day at certain times. So I appreciate that. Thank you. 2 in Florida. So on that note, it's time to spray French defense, and we're going to shut this bad boy down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I need that many? Hell no. But I'm doing it anyway. And I don't need this one. Do 2 more. What the hell? I don't need that many. I'm going to probably go nose blind to it. But you know what? I can tell you firsthand, I'm going to be the best smelling son of a bitch in that restaurant. Oh, God. Don't get a sample unless you want to plot getting a bottle after, because there's a real good chance that's going to happen. God, it smells so good. It smells so good. Thank you guys for coming and hang with me. Thanks for all the well wishes. It's great to see Dedrick. Thanks for jumping on. If you're still watching, D, I appreciate all of you being here, especially you, Mr. Vircher. It was nice to have you say some nice things for a change, you know. But I appreciate all of you guys. Seriously. David, I see you right here. Your package goes out tomorrow. Congrats on winning Randy's giveaway. Your bottle of Union Mystique is heading your way. Yeah, I hardly ever do that anymore. I couldn't tell you the last time I sprayed my bare chest. I used to do it all the time. I never do that anymore. So once again, thank you guys. If you want to keep the TLTG content going, definitely check out this morning's video. We talked some, what I believe, 6 of the very best blue fragrances that were released this year. Definitely check that video out if you haven't yet. We will not be live tomorrow, but we will be back on Thursday. Once again, I appreciate all of you. Seriously, thank you very much. I'm going to have a wonderful evening with the missus. Sway, I appreciate you. Cheers right back to you. And yeah, y'all have a great night. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Y'all have a good one.